What's up, Radio Now World? I'm doing this for my truck because it was just something that was on my mind. This is not no trucking channel or nothing like that. This is just my profession by trade. So it was something that was on my mind that I wanted to go on and discuss a couple of things with the trucking game right now, right? You know, when the money's good, the money's good, right? I've seen so many people on Instagram, Facebook, you know, promoting different things about the trucking game and making it seem way better than what it is and not telling them the downfalls as well. We always want to highlight the good parts. Yes, you can feed your family. Yes, you can take care of your loved ones. From an owner-operator side that I was on, money was good at one point. But it's all called supply and demand, right? When the supply was low with the drivers and so forth, the money was good. But once you start getting all these gurus that ain't nobody ever heard of, ain't never seen, coming out, got webinars, seminars, promoting the business, what you think that's gonna do? That's gonna have people think, oh, well, if it's that easy, let me get up out and do it, right? Trucks went from 30 to 40,000 with 500,000 miles on it, up to 80 to almost 100K, just because there was no available trucks or trailers available at the time. This is probably what, 2022? We probably talking about between 2019 and 2023. If you had about a good 3-year run of the money was real good until everybody started to jump out and want to jump in the game, like, oh, because you had the female truckers doing the female side of it, like, girl, you can come on out here and get this, and then you had other people promoting, hey man, this the new drug game, this the new dope right here on the back, right? When you look at all these different perspectives, you don't think that the powers that be that run these businesses, run these broker companies, we ain't even gonna get into the broker just yet, but the broker companies, you don't think they see that? So you coming in the game new, you know nothing about the trucking game. You don't know nothing about flatbed, dry van, reefer, dump truck. I mean, I can go on. It's all kind of different trades you can get into. But you know none of these things. You know none of it. You're getting in. People, oh, you need to get your own truck. You need to do this, do. Everybody got every advice for you. But you got to stop, think, and plan for yourself to know what self wants, right? I've been on the owner-operator side. I've been on the company side. If you ain't ready to, if you don't know how to manage your own finances now, what make you think that you can get into the trucking game, become an owner-operator, and be able to run that? Help me understand. If you're not used to budgeting, you're not gonna make it. And sometimes you just want to take the stress off and become a company driver and allow them to do the maintenance. Because what they're not going to tell you is all the costs that come with it. From the owner-operator side, you have IFTA, your commercial, the license plate part. Your insurance for a new driver is going to be about $25,000 a year, and they might even went up now since then. Not including how many tires you got to put on here, plus the maintenance. We don't even want to get into the fuel because the fuel is high. Well, in my state right now, we probably at about 370, 380. That's decent. But you go to other states, it's almost $5 a gallon. And if you go and dealing with a broker that don't want to pay much for $2 a mile, whatever it may be, to make it, bruh, it's hard out here. That's not even including that you're not getting no home time, and let's hope that you and pray that you didn't even have kids before you decide to jump out here. Because if you got kids, they not gonna see you because you having to live on the truck. With them truck prices going from 30 to 40,000 all the way up to 100,000, right? You paying almost $2,000, $3,000 a week, depending on how you finance your truck, or a month. Not including that you having to stay on the road almost 2-3 weeks, depending on however you got your stuff set up for yourself. Because I always made it a point for myself when I was out on the road like that to run Monday through Friday, and I'm off on the weekends. And I may pick me up a load on Friday from my state and my city, and then I'm back on Sunday or Monday, depending on whatever I set it up for, on the road. So my kids, my wife, and them, they wouldn't get that much time with me. You living on borrowed time. So from the company side, you don't have to worry about the maintenance. You don't have to worry about you get that paid time off. You got a lot of benefits, 401ks and all these good things. But then you also have the flip side of the things that you have to deal with, the headaches. Because yeah, you don't have to deal with the brokers. But then if you got a bad dispatch, then you got to deal with that. But over time, you'll find out the stuff that you like, what works for you, etc., etc. But my whole thing is, it's still money in the game. It's just not as abundant as it once was. And what they doing is they just starving everybody. All these mom and pop companies, they starving them out so that they can get the market back to where they want it. Supply and demand. So if you coming into trucking into 2024, get your experience, get you a plan, and make sure you don't live above your means. If you follow those, you're going to be all right. But if you live above those things and you go out buying all those fancy cars, houses, and everything, and you ain't save up nothing, and you ain't got no nest egg, you got nothing, and you have one breakdown from an owner-operator side, that's $10,000. Just write $10,000 off. Just go and write that off. And if you ain't had that already saved up and you living on credit cards, it's going to eventually catch up to you because you can't make that back fast enough. So, just from the word of the wise of being out here, being a vet in the game now, man. Plan. Don't live above your means. And find what works for you. Not to say that you can't do this. Not to say that it ain't a good opportunity and a great job, a great career. But you have to know what you're getting yourself into, because you're gonna your home time ain't gonna be the same. Especially if you're on the owner-operator side. Now, from the company side, depending on what kind of company you got, like I'm on the gravy train right now, because I got kids. I need more home time. So, from my perspective, where I'm at right now, what I'm doing works for me now. But if I didn't have that, I would definitely be over the road. I didn't mind it. Didn't mind it one bit. But that was just my little 2 cents, man. Watch out for all these gurus that don't have no big company. They may have a company. They haven't been doing it. Check their history of how long they've been doing it. Check their background. Until then, man, keep your head above water and stay safe. In a minute, Radio Not Gang.